am here with a budgeting video. So I am gonna pretty much get right down to it because I don't know how long this is gonna take. This is my first time doing something like this. I kind of have a cheat sheet off to the side where I have all my numbers already done because I usually do my math on my phone. I really need to get like a separate calculator. But so this is gonna be like a budget with me and then a cash stuffing. And we are probably gonna do most of our purchases on our debit card because that kind of makes sense for us. We do have a thing in our bank account where if we use our debit card, it rounds up to the next dollar and puts that change into a high yield savings account. So that works in our favor. And then also we have the Target Red Card. My husband works at Target, so he gets an employee discount. But then on top of that, if you do the Red Card, we just have the debit, not the credit, you get 5% discount in addition. So it just makes sense for us to use debit. However, what we have decided we're going to do is we're going to leave a buffer in our checking account. So we've got that in there right now. We do have the cash available so that we can physically see our envelopes depleting. I feel like with the way that our brains both work, that's probably going to be our best bet as far as making sure that we follow our budget as closely as we can. So this is going to be our first foray into budgeting. We have been tracking our finances since the beginning of the year, so it's been almost 4 full months now, I guess 3.5, that we've been tracking our finances, so we have a fairly good idea of what we spend per month, even though right now we are still dealing with the lowered hours from my husband. I've done a little bit of DoorDash. I did post a video about that a couple weeks ago. That is the only time I've done it. I did get paid for that, but it was only a little over $12. That will actually be in next week's video because what we've decided to do is he gets paid bi-weekly. So on the weeks that he gets paid, we're going to do his paychecks. On the alternating weeks, we will do any extra income that we have from my writing, from DoorDash. I'm actually considering selling plasma. I mean, we're in it right now because this other right here is pretty much from savings. So we do have some in savings because we did not use our tax refund yet. So we do have our tax refund in savings, and we're just gonna pretty much pull from that when we need to each week. So we did decide we wanted to do weekly budgeting, so we're gonna do, he gets paid on Friday, so we will always do on a Friday, but we're going to budget the following Sunday through Saturday. So we will budget with Friday's money for the week starting on Sunday. So this is going to be our budget. Oh, I don't even know what day tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's the 17th. So this is our budget from April 17th through whatever that following Saturday is. I think that would be what, the 23rd? Yeah, 23rd sounds right. So I'm gonna write 23rd, and if I'm wrong, I will fix it when I do the check-in after the end of the week. So without further ado, after all that talking, I'm gonna go ahead and write everything in. So for rent and utilities, we do live with my parents, and they are gracious enough to let us go rent-free right now in exchange for doing extra stuff around the house. So we are working for our rent around the house while we are dealing with this lowered income. Literally his last paycheck was only $73. There was some change, but we're just going to leave that be. And so we pulled $427 out of savings, and then the extra $100 is actually because sometimes we do extra shopping in our groceries for other people in the house just because they're not able to go out shopping as often. So we put an extra $100 into our grocery budget from them, but it's not for stuff for us, it's for stuff for them. So that it gets a little confusing, but we have it figured out. We know what we're doing here. All right, so Allstate is our car insurance, and we do have 2 cars now. So our insurance bill, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to stay the same, but right now it's about $222. So it just got paid. Well, it's in transit right now. So we are now saving up for next month's payment, and so I'm gonna go ahead and just put 50. We should really be saving like 56 if we've got 4 4 weeks until then, but I'm just going to do 50 and I'll just make up the difference on that last week if I need to. Verizon is our cell phones, and same thing here. We do technically need to be saving a little bit more than this, but I'm just going to do 80 for today, and we will make up the difference somewhere else. Our bill is about $245 a month, and we are actually a little bit behind right now. Not technically, we're not late, but we like to pay it at the beginning of the month, even though it's not due till the 24th. So we do need to save a little bit more before the 24th. I think we have one more Friday. Yeah, we'll have one more pay before that, so we'll have to figure it out. And then so that gives us our bills total of 130. And if we started with 600, that means that we are going to have 470 left to go down to. These are our cash envelopes down here. So again, even though we are using our debit card to pay for most things, we are going to put things aside, cash, into our envelopes here. So groceries, we do have EBT food stamps, so that covers some of our groceries, but obviously they don't cover things like paper towels, dog food, stuff like that. So we are going to put 200. 100 of that is our money, and 100 of that is our housemaid's money, just so that we can do some shopping for them while we're out. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 200 down because we kind of all budget from the same place, but we know whose stuff is whose. Gas, we just filled up both cars recently, so we shouldn't need gas hopefully for another week or two. We do, unfortunately, a lot of driving. And gas prices are ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and budget $50 for gas. We may not need to put any in this week, and if so, we'll just roll this over to next week and decide if we want to do another 50 next week or not. Fast food, that's another one. I'm going to put 50. We do sometimes use food stamps for fast food, because when I say fast food, we decided that means anything that's not like our regular meals. So if we go to McDonald's, that's fast food. But also, if I get something at the cafeteria at school, that's fast food. If my husband gets food on his break at Target, that's fast food, and he's able to use EBT for that because usually he just gets like a soda and a bag of chips or something. So we will possibly have a little bit more than 50 in our fast food usage, but we're going to stuff $50 in cash. Dylan, that's my husband, this is his spending money. He's going to get $10. He'll probably let that roll over. The plan was for us to both have $10, but I just can't justify giving myself a full 10. So I'm only going to do 5 this week. Hopefully I can start building that up, because I would like to buy some stuff for myself, because I don't do that very often. Clothing, that's for any time that we need to buy anything for us or the kids. We want to use out of this clothing envelope. So we definitely want to make sure that we have a little bit in there, especially with summer coming up. I don't know if we're going to need swimsuits for the kids, if we're going to go to the lake or anything. So we're just going to go ahead and start that out with $5. School, that is for anything that I need for school, anything that my son needs for his daycare. We also, both our kids go to tumbling class, and that comes out of our school fund. So none of that is anything that we need right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put $5 in that so that we are building it up for when we do need it. And I guess technically that could be a sinking fund, but I'm just going to leave it in our cash envelopes for now. Again, this is my first time doing this, and so I may move things around. I may get rid of envelopes. I may add envelopes. I don't know. Family fund, that's going to be for like if we ever wanted to do something extra, like if we go to the zoo and we want to buy something from the gift shop, or if we want to buy, like, I don't know, special food, that would come out of family fund instead of like fast food. So we are just going to put $5 in there for now, because I don't want to deprive the kids, but also, they're 1 and 2.5, so I don't think they really care that much. Entertainment, we are mainly using that to buy Blu-rays. My husband is a movie, I don't know what to call it, movie buff, I guess. He actually has his own blog, which I will link down in the description, and he is doing really well making sure that he posts every single week. So we are both kind of holding each other accountable on our postings on each of our things. But anyway, so he buys a lot of Blu-rays, and some of those are going to come out of his personal. We do have one over here for business for each of us. So they might be able to come out of that if it's something that he's going to write about. But also, if we ever wanted to like go out to see a movie, it would be entertainment. So right now we're going to go ahead and budget $10 because I know that Sonic 2 comes out soon, and I know he specifically said he wants to buy that, and that's one that I signed off on being okay to be an entertainment purchase, as opposed to from his personal. Because sometimes if he wants to buy a whole bunch of them, I'm like, please pull that out of your personal. Giving, I know a lot of people use giving as something that where they donate to like charity or something like that, but we actually have one of the stores near our house, there's a corner where there's, you know, a guy that asks for money, and we do usually go ahead and give him at least a couple of dollars every time we go past, just, you know, that's how we do it. So I'm going to stuff this all in ones, and I'm going to stuff $8. We probably won't use all of that this week because we only go to that store maybe once or twice a week, and we usually give him $2 each time. So we might use it all. We might roll some over to next week. I don't know. We'll see. There's also other people on other corners, and we're just, that's the kind of people that we are. I know that some people frown upon giving panhandlers money, but you know, that's, they deserve it too. They deserve money. They deserve to be alive. They deserve kindness. And so that's what we do with our giving money. Miscellaneous is basically if there's something that doesn't really fit in any of the other categories, if we went a little bit over budget in one of our categories or something like that, we were going to have miscellaneous. And we are just going to stuff $40 in that right now. That's one of those where I will cap it. I will let it roll over probably once or twice, but I'll probably cap it at like 100. I can't imagine that we'll ever need more than 100 in miscellaneous. So our cash envelope total is 283. Oh wait. Nope, that was before I added the extra 100 in there. So it's actually 383. 383 there. And that will leave us with, that should, if I did my math right, that should leave us with 87 going over to our revolving sinking funds. I know some people don't like to call them sinking funds, but honestly, I think it fits. But also, these are the revolving ones, these are the annual ones. So these are the ones where we'll probably have to pull out of more often than once a year. And these are the ones that are once a year or even less than that. So glasses, I need to get an eye exam, and I'm currently dealing with insurance trying to figure out if they're going to cover it or if I'm going to have to pay out of pocket. And then after that, I would really like to get glasses from Zenny. I'm also interested in possibly getting contacts, and my insurance will only cover part of those if they'll cover them at all. So I definitely want to start putting some aside for glasses. So I'm going to go ahead and put $5 in there. Pet is for like all the regular day-to-day stuff for pet goes under grocery, but this one is going to be for things like going to the vet, getting shots. We do have a tortoise, so when he needs extra, like bigger stuff, like the expensive like sunning light bulbs and stuff like that, that's going to come out of this sinking fund. So we're going to put $2 in there today. Maintenance, that's car maintenance, and we actually, my husband's car really needs an oil change, so we're going to put $5 in there today, and hopefully we can put even more next week, because really we need to schedule that oil change, and we need to take it to the actual mechanic to get the oil change so that we can also get some estimates on some stuff for car repairs, which is down here, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Netflix, we actually just got our Netflix card. We always buy the gift card so that we can get gas points at our local grocery store. So I just got a new Netflix card, and that's one actually that one of my housemates paid for this most recent time, so we won't have to deal with that again for another few months at least. Hulu, I actually can't remember when that's due next, but we usually do $50 at a time, so I'm just going to put $1 in there now so that we can get a head start on that. Oh, actually, nope, I'm wrong. I was going to do $2. I'm putting $2 in there. All of these next ones are just going to get $1 each, just so that we can get them going. So these are all getting $1. We've got date night. My husband and I literally never go out, so that would be, I mean, because we've got 2 young kids, so it would be nice to go for a date night. And then Daisy, that's for anything that is business related for me. So like if I needed something for filming, if I needed extra budgeting stuff, I would put it there. Paladin is my husband, Dylan. These are just like our nicknames for each other. Don't ask, I'd be too much to explain. But so he's just gonna get $1 for now, and car repairs we're gonna put in $1, and so that is 19. And the remaining then becomes $68. Okay, so the annual sinking funds, here's where it's going to be fun, because we didn't start this soon enough to really build up. Our son Orion actually just had his birthday, but we're having his birthday party next weekend. So we will technically just barely have one more pay before we have to fully fund this. And we had wanted to have, I think, 150. So today I'm just going to put $50 in there. And honestly, I don't know if we're going to get him much in the way of presents. So this is mostly just going to have to cover like balloons and cake and stuff like that. So hopefully, we may be able to get away with 50 total. Our zoo membership actually expires at the end of this month. So I'm putting $5 in there. I would love to fill that with even more like the next week or two. But we may have to go like a month or two without a zoo membership, and honestly, that's fine because that's the situation that we're in right now. My husband has a Masterclass and a Shutter account. Those are both getting $1 right now. He pays for them per year. I need to go find my notes to see when these are actually due, but for now we're just going to put $1 in each. This is kind of a mislabeled thing. It says vacation, but honestly, we're just trying to save up to be able to go visit some family over the summer. So it's not really going to be a vacation, I promise. Because I know some people are going to look at that and go, you're having this lowered income and you're saving for a vacation. We're not. It's to visit family. Eventually, I'd love it to be a true vacation folder or envelope, but for now, it's just for visiting family. And we're just going to start that off with $5, and hopefully we can put more in there. And then all the rest of these are just getting $1 each again, just so that we can get them started. So this is for my older son's birthday, which is not until the fall. Then we've got Halloween, and then we've got the car registration for me. We've got Christmas, my husband's PlayStation Plus account, and his registration. And then we've actually got two other envelopes that I didn't bother putting because we're running out of space, and there are two that I'm not going to stuff today. So we're just going to leave that. And so the total for that is 68, which should leave our remaining at 0, which is our goal. We want to have a zero-based budget. I know not everybody does zero-based budgeting, but I feel like for our situation, for who we are as people, that's going to be what's going to help us out the best. So I am going to go ahead and go get the cash that we need to stuff our cash envelopes, and I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So we're going to go ahead and pull this cash out. And the first thing we're going to do is count it and make sure that we have everything that we should have. So we should have 500 exactly. So we've got 1, 2, 50, 3, 50, 4, 420, 440, 460, 480, 500. Hopefully I'll get faster at this. 510, 520, 530, 540, 545, 550, 555, 560, 565, 570, 575, 76, 77, 70, nope, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 600. Awesome. So we're just going to go ahead and lay this out into my little, I just made this out of fruit and grain bar boxes. I'm not even going to lie to you. It is, as my kids finished them, I took the boxes and I cut them up and taped them together, and this is just going to have to do for now. And, you know, that's kind of what my life is like. It's just make and do with what you got. I don't know at this point. This video is probably going to be really long, and I might cut some pieces out. I might speed some spots up and try and find some music to put over it. I don't know. We'll see. It is currently 4:23, and I would like to have this video posted by like 8 p.m. at the latest. That's usually about when I like to post. So these are my cute little cash envelopes. Aren't they adorable? They are literally just regular envelopes, and I printed on them, and then they've got just 3x5 cards inside. So this is what we're working with, because again, it's just, you got what you got, right? So here's where we are. So we're not stuffing rent and utilities today. We are going to go ahead and put, what was it, 50? Yeah, we're going to put $50 into Allstate. And I am not going to fill these out on screen, but I will fill them out after I finish filming, just because it's going to take too much time. And like I say, I'm already probably way too long. All right, so Verizon, we were going to stuff 80. So we've got 50, 70, and 80. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and clip these all back together. And I will probably have to consolidate bills frequently because I'm going to be stuffing a lot of ones, so those are going to fill up fast, and these are already a little hard to control. All right, so groceries, we were going to stuff 200, and so we literally just have the 200s here. Awesome. And I do have a separate cash and EBT in here, just so that we can keep track of both. All right, gas is getting 50. Right, fast food is also getting 50, but I'm gonna do that in 2 20s and a 10, just so that as we spend it, it'll be easier to kind of reconcile the envelope. So go ahead and do that. Dylan is getting a 10, and I am getting 5. And I apologize if I don't fast forward through all this and you are hearing me playing with all of the envelopes. If it's really bad, I'm sorry if it's loud. All right, clothing is getting 5. School is getting 5. Let's see. Family fun is also getting 5. Entertainment is going to get 10. And then giving is getting 8, but it's going to be all in one. So 1, 2, 3. These ones really want to stick together. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Hopefully that is correct. If it's not, I'll find out when I get to my last envelope. I might be $1 short. We'll see. All right, and miscellaneous is getting 40, so we're just going to do 2 20s. All right, so here's these. We're going to get these all together. All right, glasses and contacts. That is getting 5. Pet is getting 2. Car maintenance, what did we decide on that? That was getting 5. Car maintenance is getting 5 because that really needs that oil changed. All right, car maintenance is 5. Netflix is not getting stuff today. Hulu is going to get $2. So we got 2. Gifts is getting 1. I don't think we have anything coming up until the summer that we'll need gifts for. I don't know. We might want to give my son's daycare teachers an end of school year gift, and that would be at the end of May, so we'll see. Date night is getting 1. I don't know, is that like, is that a thing that people do? I know I've heard of it, but is that something that, because I would really love to get them gifts, so if that is something that you know is a thing, if that is something that you would do if you really loved your child's daycare teachers, let me know, and let me know what your ideas are on what to get them. Okay, so these are all just getting $1. Seriously, that one really wants to stick. All right. And we're going to go ahead and clip these together. I think I need a bigger clip for this one now that it's getting stuffed. All right, and then Ryan's birthday is getting our last 50 here. I just realized that my cash tray shifted off. Not that it matters, because all I've got left is 5s and 1s. Alright, Ryan's birthday is getting 50. Whoops. Zoo membership is going to get, that was 5, right? Yeah, zoo membership is getting 5. Uh-oh. I shorted myself a 5 somewhere. Well, when I watch it back, I will know where I put it. Masterclass is getting $1. Shutter is getting $1. Vacation is supposed to get $5, but I don't know where it went. Lucas, his birthday is getting $1. Halloween is gonna get $1. Kia is gonna get $1. Yeah, I think I probably will just fast forward through all of this. Christmas is gonna get $1. PlayStation is getting $1. And the Pontiac is getting $1. And then we've got our 2 extra envelopes that are not getting stuff today, which is CoSci membership and Easter, because it's Easter tomorrow, so we don't need to stuff that yet. So I will have to go back through the envelopes, go back through the video, whatever. I'll figure out where that 5 ended up. Or maybe I didn't have it to begin with. Maybe my math was wrong. That would be weird if it was off exactly $5. But anyway, that is where we're at. I'm just going to leave this one on the front of this pile so that I remember to go back through and check. Yeah, so I need to wrap up here so that my husband can get ready and go to work. Yeah, I appreciate you sticking with me while I ramble and figure out how budgeting works. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I guess if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button and comment. And if this is the kind of content that you would like to see, then go ahead and subscribe, because I would like to start doing these more often. I might actually do 2 videos a week so that I can do a cash stuffing and a recap. I may cut out the budget with me side of things. If that's something that you like to see, then I will see about keeping that in. But otherwise, I will probably cut it out and just do the cash stuffing. Because I know when I like to watch stuff, I like to watch the actual stuffing. It's like ASMR for me. But if you disagree, if there's something else, like, I don't know, just let me know. Again, this channel is more for me than anything. But also, if people are watching, I'd like to make sure that they're at least enjoying themselves while they're here. So I will talk to y'all next week, and maybe a little bit sooner, I'm not sure. But I will definitely post next Saturday, and possibly more than that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right. Bye, y'all. Hi. How is everybody doing? Nope, that is not my intro.